Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde entier. Bonjour à toute la communauté francophone. Je viens ce matin pour encourager les nouveaux qui arrivent à savoir qu'il y a une opportunité qui peuvent gagner de l'argent. Dans les 24 heures, un million de coins qui entrent, alors ils peuvent bénéficier de ça. C'est-à-dire que dans les 24 heures, tu enregistres 2 personnes, tu gagnes 10 millions de cookies. Dans les 24 heures aussi où ceux-ci se sont enregistrés, si chacun vient avec 2, également eux aussi gagnent leurs 10 millions de cookies. Mais toi qui es à la tête, tu gagnes 100 millions de cookies. 100 millions de cookies. N'est-ce pas merveilleux? Alors, pour permettre donc aux uns aux autres de mieux comprendre, la période de rédemption a été retenue pour le 31 janvier 2019 avec 8432 votes. Donc, by the popular demand, redemption period has been extended until January 21st. Donc, la communauté entière a décidé par vote de prolonger ça jusqu'à janvier 2019. C'est merveilleux. Maintenant, pour que ces gars, vous les nouveaux, pour que vous gagnez rapidement, vous devez donc venir comprendre comment est-ce que TBC fonctionne. Alors, nous allons regarder ici la présentation complète de TBC. Merci. Écoutez attentivement, s'il vous plaît.
The TBC coin was launched on March 21st, 2016, at the initial price of a tenth of 1 cent in euros. The ultimate price is equal to the total number of verified TBC members multiplied by €1. The current price adjusts once every 24 hours at midnight, Fiji time, according to the TBC formula. The path that the TBC formula follows is based on the average growth of the TBC community. The current price must go up daily from 1% to 5% until it reaches the ultimate price. This formula can be seen on the TBC logo. Here is the initial price. Here is the ultimate price. The software driving this formula stops counting verified members once we reach 1 billion members. This means that the maximum value of each TBC coin is limited to 1 billion per coin. Once all of the TBC coins are mined, there will be a total of 1 billion coins. Now you can see where the name comes from. TBC is short for the billion coin. Again, looking at the formula on the TBC logo, you can see the path here at 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, and 5%. Owning TBC coins while on this path creates wealth for all of the members holding on to TBC coins, and vast fortunes for all of the TBC stakeholders and miners. Selling TBC coins is fast and easy. There is always a long list of buyers lined up to purchase TBC coins from you at thebillioncoin.com. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by purchasing TBC coins today. At 1%, the value of your money will double every 71 days. At 2%, it doubles every 36 days. At 3%, it doubles every 25 days. At 4%, it doubles every 19 days. And at 5%, it doubles every 15 days. Do you know what time it is in Fiji? Hurry and buy TBC coins today before the current price goes up again. Even if all you have is 1 penny to make your purchase. If 1 penny can buy you at least 1 TBC coin, then you could become a TBC billionaire once the current price ultimately reaches 1 billion. Just buy it and hold on to it to make all of your wildest dreams come true. So you better hurry and get back to the person that invited you to watch this video so that you can complete your purchase today.
"2016 is set to be a more unequal world than ever before. For the first time, the richest 1% of the population will enjoy a greater share of global wealth than the other 99%.
It's the year 2016, and the elite have a planet. And it's not by accident that the 1% own more of the global wealth than the 99% combined today. Actually, this is the root cause of poverty in our world. Poverty is so widespread and devastating today that it is deeply marked with human conditions within every country on the face of the earth. You and I, and the remainder of the 99%, have been forced to share what is left over. And with just 1% of all the money in the world between us, how can we enjoy life with so little?
People are talking a lot about inequality these days, about the fact that the richest 1% have so much more than everybody else. But most of the focus seems to be on the United States, and it strikes me that the same story needs to be told about global inequality too. So I did some research, and this is what I found from reliable sources like the UN. It turns out that while the US is totally out of whack, things are actually way worse for the planet as a whole. Let's start with this graph. A perfectly even distribution of wealth among all living people, with everyone divided into 5 equal groups. Now, let's show how much each group actually has. Shocking, right? 80% of the world's people barely have any wealth. It's hard to even see them on the charts. Meanwhile, the richest 2%, they have more wealth than half of the rest of the world. Let's look at this chart another way. Let's take the whole world's population, all 7 billion of us, and reduce it to just a representative 100 individuals. Here they are. Poorest people on the left, richest people on the right. Now let's show how the world's total wealth, roughly $223 trillion, is distributed. The vast majority have practically nothing. Nothing with which to educate their children, nothing with which to pay for basic medicines. While the richest 1%, they've accumulated 43% of our world's wealth. The bottom 80%, meanwhile, that's 8 out of every 10 people, have just 6% between them. But even this doesn't really show how extreme things have become. The richest 300 people on Earth have the same wealth as the poorest 3 billion. So the number of people it takes to fill a mid-sized commercial aircraft have more wealth than the populations of India, China, the US, and Brazil combined. We can also see this difference geographically, with a huge and growing gap between a few rich places versus the majority of the world. For most of history, things were much more equal. 200 years ago, rich countries were only 3 times richer than poor countries. By the end of colonialism in the 1960s, they were 35 times richer. Today, they're about 80 times richer. Rich countries try to compensate for this by giving aid to poor countries, about $130 billion each year. That's a lot of money. So then why does the wealth gap keep getting bigger? One reason I found is that large corporations are taking more than $900 billion out of poor countries each year through a form of tax avoidance called trade mispricing. On top of this, each year poor countries are paying about $600 billion in debt service to rich countries on loans that have already been paid off many times over. And then there's the money that poor countries lose to trade rules imposed by rich countries to get access to more resources and cheaper labor. Economists from the University of Massachusetts calculate that this costs poor countries about $500 billion a year. Altogether, that's more than $2 trillion that flows from some of the poorest parts of the world to the richest every year. Rich governments like to say they're helping poor countries develop, but who's developing? This makes me think there's something wrong with the basic view of the economy. It can't be okay that the wealth of our planet is becoming so concentrated by only such a tiny number of people. The only reasonable response, it seems to me, and our only hope, is to change the rules.
Obviously, that video, published in 2012, is out of date. It was very bad then, but it is even worse today. As I've already shown you, the 1% now own 99% of all the wealth in 2016. Will we, the massive majority, the 99% of the world population, continue to allow the elite to unfold their plans for us? This achievement of gathering 99% of all the wealth in the world for themselves on the surface sounds impossible. How did the elite pull this off? They engineered the entire world system to revolve around artificial scarcity. They have lined the pockets of almost every world leader and politician and have effectively turned them all into their puppets. Do you think you are getting your real news when you turn on the TV or open a newspaper? Their traitorous acts should be the headline news. The elite are all criminals operating above the law, and hardly a word about them is mentioned in the mainstream media. Don't you know that the elite own banks? All of them? They use mind control and call it education. Free markets. Don't make me laugh. All of the markets are manipulated by them. Their objective is to have absolute control over every man, woman, and child on earth. Open your eyes to this beast system we live in today. It's not just corrupt, it's evil. Creating the belief that scarcity exists is their magic key to the entire system they have created. Wake up. Scarcity only really exists in the minds of those that believe in it. If you believe in something, you will act accordingly. This is the truth. If you wake up, you can break free. There's not enough food in the world, not enough water, not enough oil and metals for everyone to have a cell phone, computer, or a car. These are all lies, and you don't have to be a scientist to expose this deception. You just open your eyes and look around. The earth is empty of us. It is full of every resource you can imagine. Perhaps you live in a city, but from that perspective, it may seem like there are too many of us. Get out of the city. You don't have to go far to discover how empty the world is of us. Raw land, as far as the eye can see, empty of humankind. Take a plane, look down on the earth. Once you leave the cities, you will see that the earth is untouched and completely full of abundance. The secrets of free energy have been hidden in our view. We could absolutely extract every resource we could ever want from our planet without destroying this beautiful world. When mankind wakes up to abundance and rejects the deception of artificial scarcity, we will be able to work in complete harmony with nature and gently share the abundance of it all. When we all believe in the truth that the world is full of abundance, we will behave accordingly. Without the unnatural need for haste embedded into the belief of scarcity, we can simply cooperate with one another and expand into the land without polluting it. Abundance brings peace on earth, and all wars are only truly fought on the belief of scarcity. Wake up! Happiness and joy be found within the truth. You are facing a personal choice right now. Be very careful in making up your mind. Your whole life you've been bombarded with a deception that makes you believe in scarcity. Even if you are not completely conscious that you have been behaving like a person that believes in scarcity, you may not even be able to see how artificial this scarcity idea is in this world today. But when you examine the totality of the world with your own eyes, you can see nothing but abundance. The major force driving scarcity is fear. The force behind abundance is love. Before you make this choice, ask yourself one question. Do you want to live in abundance? The alternative is scarcity. Of course you want to live in abundance, and so does everyone else. That in itself is fruit of abundance. Abundance and the desire to have it is universal. Today you can change your mind. Join others who have done so before you and leave scarcity behind and get into the flow of abundance. Once you consciously choose to believe in abundance, not just for yourself, but for all, then you will see abundance recrystallize the reality around you to receive all that you truly desire. It's only a matter of time. Open your eyes and choose now. TBC is the first abundance-based currency in our world. TBC will end poverty globally. But how? How will TBC end poverty throughout the world? There will be 1 billion TBC coins mined. At some point, each TBC coin will be worth 1 billion euros. A billion euros multiplied by a billion TBC coins equals a number with 18 zeros behind it. There are 7.4 billion people living on Earth today. When we take the number with the 18 zeros and divide it by the world population of 7.4 billion of us, this means that each person on Earth could enjoy an equal share in the wealth of TBC, and each would get 135 million euros. Is that enough abundance for you? Could you make all of your dreams come true if you had that much money? For most of us, that would be more than enough. But this is not going to happen. We are not all going to end up with an equal share of TBC. Naturally, the early adopters will end up with much more of the TBC coins, because they were the first to receive the offer. But the early adopters had to be very patient. Their path is always bumpy, and they had to have more faith in TBC than those that come afterwards. Merchants and miners of TBC are likely to end up with a lion's share as time passes, because they offer much more than the regular users of TBC coins. It won't take them long to convince their employees that paychecks in TBC are far more valuable than payment in any other currency. By design, the ultimate value of TBC of the 1 billion euros per TBC coin cannot be reached until there are 1 billion verified members. The wealth is created for the members during the short time that TBC appreciates in price. The sooner you buy TBC, the more wealth it will create for you. Once the price of TBC reaches its final destination, it will have a full-blown economy of 1 billion users, spreading the consumption of TBC like any other major currency. The coins will flow back and forth as a perpetual stable currency that holds its value, and the price will never go down with TBC as it has with every other currency. Why? Because a billion people agreed that it would be that way. A stable currency is the best currency. Right now, you can get in while the price is low. We are a long way in value from 1 billion euros per TBC coin, even though the time is short to get there. We fully expect to arrive at the final price of 1 billion euros per TBC coin by October 9th, 2017. The TBC train is moving fast now. Get on board now. Buy as many TBC coins as you can. The price will never be this low again. The more you buy today, the more wealth this will create for you by the end of 2017. TBC is on a mission to end poverty globally, and studies have shown a direct link that unemployment leads to poverty. Artificial scarcity has a final destination too, and we are witnessing it right now. TBC will create more jobs than people to fill them. Wages will go up. Unemployment will disappear altogether. That's what will happen when we end poverty. If you are not wealthy enough to just live off your TBC, you will be able to work for someone who does. They will create so many jobs that everyone that wants a job will have one. It's a beautiful thing.
You'll find them today in every Philippine city and town. Near highways, shopping centers, tourist attractions, scavenging or hustling for money and food. The exact number, no one knows for certain, but estimates run as high as 1.5 million children who spend much of their day and often nights living or working on the streets. They are driven here by crushing poverty and a dreary mix of other pressures. Some are with parents, barely get by on meager street jobs. Some are runaways, others abandoned or driven here by domestic violence and abuse. Before age 8, they're skilled at begging. Watch this girl's determination as she pleads for handouts from a passerby. Before 18, it'll be gang life, drugs, criminal activity, prostitution. Many will fall prey to physical and sexual abuse by adults. And yet, they're the ones harassed by police, often rounded up as public nuisances and thrown into adult jail cells. Officially, this is banned by the government, but the Philippines human rights organization PREDA regularly produces evidence that the practice continues. Most will end up right back in the streets anyway. A return to family homes for those who have them is usually not an option. It's easy to see why. This is a place Filipinos call riles, the rails. It is one long, continuous, desperately poor slum that runs along the railroad tracks that go right through the center of the Philippine capital. Thousands of families live as squatters here, many for generations, literally right on top of one another. The conditions are just deplorable. The lack of sanitation, there's very little fresh water, it's overcrowded, it smells bad, and running right through the center of this place is an open sewer. It's an atmosphere that breeds disease, domestic violence, hopelessness, and it's why so many children say they prefer living on the streets. It's 4 a.m. in Manila as Jodine Sola makes his morning rounds. A burly lay missionary with kind words, a gentle touch, and deep empathy for the children of the streets.
The kids are suffering too much in lung disease, lungs problems because the kids sleep on the concrete and the kids are so unhealthy. Living in this kind of environment, a lot of kids are dying very young.
Jodine Sola was once a street kid himself. He knows what it's like to be a child without a childhood. He has felt their pain. You can see how he's trusted even by the most hardened teenagers. And trust, Joe believes, is his most powerful tool. It helps him encourage children to drop by his small mission shelter. For a free meal, companionship, maybe a little advice about dangers on the street. A place to learn a few life skills. Some responsibilities. Something like, well, a normal life.
What the real need of these children is needed? Somebody that can assure them that they are cared. Somebody that can play with them, that can embrace them in their wounded situations.
Though space is limited, they can stay as long as they want. But Joe knows not to push too hard. Since many kids, like Ruel 12 and Benjamin 13, say they're still more comfortable back on the streets.
On the streets, you like better. Why? Okay.
Because they tell us it's where their friends are, where they make a little money, where they feel safe. Safe because the street is the only life most of these kids have known.
This is their home. This is where they're free. This is where they're safe. They feel safer here than they do at home, so to speak.
Natalie McCauley heads the Child Protection Division of UNICEF in the Philippines. She says aid agencies have had to accept that the problem of street children will not be solved anytime soon. So UNICEF is also supporting smaller efforts now that give kids survival skills to add to their street smarts. It's information that could save them someday from violence or abuse. It's about having someone to trust. Someone like Jodine Sola over on the other side of town. His small mission now cares full-time for about 50 street children, but more keep showing up to check things out. On some weekends, it's like one big block party. It gives Joe hope, even if it is a reminder of how much more needs to be done.
I believe that, I can do something, I can contribute something to save these children.
One child at a time.
One child at a time, one child at a time.
One who survived the childhood on the streets, now offering love, encouragement, and support to another generation of street children. For World Focus, this is Mark Linsky in Manila, the Philippines.
Poverty is a terrible curse upon the children that don't deserve it. These innocent children deserve a world of abundance. It is up to us to give it to them. Here's what you can do to help. Buy as much TBC as you can today.
Isso
This will only go up.
Isso ataquele.
TBC coins. Don't sell anything. let time work for you. Wait at least 6 months before you sell any of your TBC coins. When the value of your TBC coins is high enough, hire people to work for you and pay them in TBC. That is collectively how we will end poverty. Perhaps you will need help in selling your TBC coins, and that need will create new jobs for others to do. Do you realize that this is the billion coin, and it will create many billionaires? Perhaps you will be one of them. You could be a historic figure in the mission to end poverty globally. The final choice is yours. You can continue to live under the slave masters of fear and doubt and waste away your life believing in a scarcity that doesn't really exist. Or you can join the billion coin community and receive your share of the abundant life it is already delivering to its current members. Choose wisely, my friends. The wealth creation phase of TBC will end most likely at the end of 2017. We offer you all the proof you could ever want that this is actually working right now. All you have to do is open your eyes to see it. Best wishes to you, no matter what you choose today. We simply want everyone to be happy. Thank you for listening.
Ok, vous avez bien suivi le développement de cette vidéo qui nous donnait Ok, il disait tantôt que vous avez bien suivi le développement de cette vidéo qui nous faisait la présentation générale de TBC, ses objectifs, pourquoi est-ce que TBC est né, qu'est-ce qui a poussé la mise sur pied de TBC, vu les atrocités de l'humanité, vu ce que le monde subit, comment les enfants meurent, la famine, la maladie, les filles se prostituent, pour manger c'est un problème. Cette façon de faire a été développée et encouragée par une certaine tranche de la population qu'on appelle l'élite. Et cette élite-là, c'est elle qui nous domine, c'est elle qui nous torture, c'est elle qui fait tout. Elle a donc installé la pauvreté ambiante qui fait que c'est difficile d'avoir même, d'attraper ne serait-ce qu'un petit franc comme ça pour s'en sortir. Et tout est devenu cher. Pour se soigner, pour manger, s'habiller, c'est des problèmes. Alors l'humanité est obligée de plonger dans la pauvreté, plonger dans la misère, plonger dans tout ce qui n'est pas nécessaire. Alors TBC est venu, TBC apparaît comme une solution favorable pour pouvoir permettre à l'humanité de pouvoir s'en sortir, pour permettre à l'humanité de ne plus pouvoir subir toute cette pauvreté qui a été faite de façon artificielle par une clique d'individus manifestement imbus de je ne sais pas trop quoi. Alors, chers amis, Billion connaît donc là. Donc, les nouveaux qui arrivent, sachez que Billion connaît pour vous et véritablement saisissez l'opportunité, saisissez la balle au rebond et agissez promptement et développez et chassez la pauvreté autour de vous. Car en réalité, c'est de ça qu'il s'agit. Alors, sans pouvoir trop tarder sur le fait, vous avez écouté, vous avez vu les faits, vous avez analysé, vous-même, vous pouvez tirer des conclusions. Mais simplement, moi, je vous encourage à pouvoir saisir l'opportunité et à pouvoir rester ancré dans tout ce qui est nécessaire pour le plein épanouissement de l'humanité. Allez, bye bye, ciao, ciao.